Interesting. You can get some nice flashes off the wall through the window. Very hard to avoid on the CT side. Oh boy. Fur, of course, spotting a second player as well. And any plan Fnatic had has definitely fallen apart. So how do they fix this problem?
Definitely a little bit awkward, but still a 4-player survival situation. So they can do a lot with 4 players, but there's so many angles to deal with. 3 players spotted there by JW, and still alive somehow, but he's taking critical damage. Fur will pursue for the finishing shot, and there it is. A headshot, no less, but JW has teammates, and now sprint onto the A site. Things looking quite good, but coldzera delivering a fatal shot, looking very precise. Down to Lekro, a pistol got, but surely too much. The knife is drawn. But the round is won for SK. They'll start their CT side off. Fur now in position in the window, and Fnatic just slowly poking and prodding around the map, taking their time, and Crims offers up rather one opener towards the A site, and there's a second from JW. So 2 players dead in this round for SK. 5v3, that make it a 4v3. Now as Fur gets some more information, it really does look like Fnatic are trying to split A, and there's a punish from Lekro as well.
Whether they split A or not, they're splitting the wigs of SK in this round. Taco walking towards the bomb, still alive somehow, making it a very awkward angle, but he can't do enough. coldzera with a very long-range kill with the MP9. This is a winnable round. He's got pretty much nothing to lose with the MP9. JW and Golden are both in the red, but he'll get taken down flying through the window, landing phase on that sniper. So what can they do with these kinds of weapons? It calls for aggression, it begs and demands aggression. Taco boosted in B-apps at the moment, making his way through. So there'll be 3 people on the A site, and we might see Cold being a 4th. Can Fnatic get out of here fast enough? So charging up the ladder as Phelps, but he's not going to get anything done. Fur holding now the connector position. We know SK are a team who are comfortable allowing a T side to take A. They are all about the retake.
That looks pretty good. That's a good defense from Fur. Fallen offers up one as well, taking down Golden, leaving 2 players left alive for the Swedish side as Crims now works on connector. A very strong frag from him, and with a minute to play with, they do not have to commit to A. And indeed, oh no, JW could be backing into his doom. He is. Taco's ready and waiting. And now Crims again in a clutch situation, but it's Cold. He's up against him.
Again, limited on the grenades. So what is a difference maker for the Brazilian squad? There we go, aggression from Fallen. He's got 1 kill, looking for the second. That's exactly what SK needed in this round.
That is big. How do you recover from that? That's the question. At the very least, you have a lot of time to work with, and you're on the T side. It makes it much easier to deal with, but by no means will it be simple. And there's a quick kill from Fur to make it even worse. It wasn't already bad enough. Grimsy's done some crazy stuff, but he's already known now in this position. It's going to be very hard to do anything. I've seen a lot of grenade lineups, swift grenade lineups missed so far, but you can't really blame these players. They're in an incredibly intense and demanding situation, and at this point, the objective is just surely damage.
Both these teams want to leave an indelible mark on this major, but perhaps only one team will, following this map of Mirage. Fnatic have got lots of money, so they have to make an impact with these last 2 AK-47s. They have to take money away from SK, keep them on the struggle. Fnatic will have the opportunity to change the pace in the next round with what they choose to buy. But for now, the damage must continue. They know where Crims is, and he knows that as well. So he's got to speed up before the rotation comes in, but there it is, just a connector for a split.
It is really interesting because we're seeing this deep pit position from Fallen, and that, oh, there it is. I was going to say that's a really strong position when you're trying to set up for an A split, and that could completely screw over Fnatic. As you say, the time is of the essence. Fallen is decapitating player after player. Fallen not stopping, gets his 3rd one in the round, and his Flusher left alive to do some damage. He has to get some kills here. He can't allow them to survive with 4 players, but they will. Setting Flusher up, and this is really critical. If he's undiscovered in that position, he can make some really huge plays. Oh, that is big. First spotted and fragged in connector. Fallen has no idea about Flusher. Surely. Oh, apparently he does. The game sense unrivaled.
Always aware of what might be a risk. Fallen with attack through the corner of the wall, but can he escape? It seems he can. He's got support on the way as well, looking for more shots through the smoke. The bomb, though, is still completely static on the ramp, even though there are 3 people around the A site, and Taco's just going to charge through the smoke and get a cheeky kill. Swap weapons because he's low, so he'll have the AWP. 3 versus 4. The bomb's still not planted. The bomb's only in sandwich. Why isn't it getting planted? It's because they're completely exposed. No more smokes now. 2 versus 4. The A site proving to be a disaster for Fnatic. Desperation plant, but they will be picked surely. Phelps just bomb goes down, having a look. And now it's down to JW. 15 HP, 1 versus 3. Spots a player towards jungle, but can't do anything. SK. Fast underpass play from third. There's a pop flash. Surely that has been heard. It doesn't seem like Fnatic are paying attention to this. Crim's now having a look, but with the pistols, there's only so much he can offer. That's the bomb down the stairs, and now things get super awkward for Fnatic. Lekro, the only man with an AK. Maybe Golden can rescue the bomb, but Taco's moved forward in apartments while all this distraction has been run. Got a good hold on things while that smoke is up. Doesn't want to get too close though. Cold Zero taken down towards B as well. It'll be harder for the T's to get hold of that gun for the time being. But they've got 2 rifles now, and the bomb is secure for the time being.
The big question is how SK try to play this position. You don't want to play blind, but Lekro continuing to do damage. Will have flashed into mid, but doesn't suspect the underpass angle and has to fall back and away towards B. Falling on 2 HP, though we've seen him win rounds with that amount of health and an AWP, so still very dangerous. And his job now is to lock down an entire bomb site by himself, and it's unknown as to where the Swedish side are going. Lekro sitting in connector, able to gather information, able to punish any information plays. Fnatic set up for this round.
35 seconds. Phelps is in an exposed position. Nobody on the ramp for the T side, but surely he is in for a nasty surprise. Fallen starting to rotate now, but will he stay in the market area? It seems he will. That'll be his focus, holding a line. 16 seconds for the bomb to go down. Phelps on the ramp now. They may have to plant for default. Oh, they're making the wrong play. He's taking out the other fraggers, but really he could have just concentrated on the guy planting the bomb. Now it's Fallen with 2 HP. He's got angles though. The bomb has been planted. Golden, 1 bullet from either of these players, and the round is over. 6-6. Someone's going to take the lead. Golden, as time ticks on, he worries about the jungle position. On the triple, and there it is, only exposing his head.
Diving into underpass, can you deny him?
Crim's taken down early towards the ramp, and again, with a Mag 7 in play, that is what they needed. Though he's close with the Mag 7, regardless. Oh, that flashbang is perfect, and Flush will shoot him in the head. 4 on 4. Lekro in the middle of mid as the smoke dissipates. I think Cold is in the ladder position, so let's see how this plays out. Again, Taco enjoying the freedom of the B apartment, but he made a jump and he will have been heard by Flusher. But what can Flusher read into that? Does he read that there's 1 person on the B bomb site?
1 minute to go. A lot of choices to be made here by Fnatic in particular, as it's all up to them in this spot. SK have taken defensible positions. Spots where they can play information, they can play with each other. That's a good tag from Flusher. I think there's a headshot through the lip there at the end of the plateau. Cold Zero will hear the players running in for the B split. He's going to go for the flank. No one's going to spot him. Cole's going to come in from the back. There's 1. Now he's known. Cole gets a second. He's eventually traded, but has he done too much damage? It's just up to JW as he's got the AWP in at 1 versus 3. The bomb to be picked up. 30 seconds to go. There's too much to deal with. And JW...
Fnatic with a desperate buy in the last round of the first half. Will get aggressive up mid, Molotov towards the back boxes, but it lands in front, and that's going to compromise first position, but Flusher will still get taken down. Meanwhile, Fnatic are charging into the A site. Phelps picking off JW now. We've got players around the smoke, Fallen blind towards CT, fired off a shot, they know he's there. 3 on 3.
There's actually a chance here for Fnatic, despite the health situation. The smokes allow them some level of breathing room here so they can get some post-plant positions. Oh, this is a sneaky play, Crims from up top. Oh, taken down for... very decisive, but so is Lekro, going in for more now, looking to work the off angles like an absolute god. Lekro does it all! 5!
The bomb is on the ramp. 3 people top mid, firing shots. They don't have good weapons for it, but JW's forced away. The Molotov does go into the CPR position. Crim's taken down towards the connector area. They're basically splitting the A site now. JW lying in wait, just as Cold Zero was, but can he land the frag? There's the first one, not a second, however. Phelps trying to control the crawl space, and Flusher will be forced away.
Yeah, trying to bait them into angles here, as Lekro does hold the vents. But nothing doing here for Fnatic. They are completely locked out of the bomb site, and they're without the master key. But it may not be required if they find some headshots. That's always a good response in the game of Counter-Strike, as Lecro may be forced to start to push in now as there is a distraction from his teammates available, but there's a very good setup here from SK. They don't seem to be wavering whatsoever. Golden looking to find something. He'll get a single headshot, but there's 3 more players where that came from. The knife coming out from Phelps just to make sure that he's off the bomb, and that's the round there.
W in the window with the sniper rifle, the rest of the team in at the A site, playing close quarters versus the SMGs. Maybe this is even.
Is that a completely blind shot? I think it was. Very nice by JW. That's kind of scary as well. Fur is the guy to try to open things up, but it's who other than Lecro to get the Deagle headshot onto Fur. Now it's only 4 players left for SK. And considering that there is Kevlar, and again we've got the Deagle, the CZs, the Scout, this does begin to get a little bit troublesome for SK. You can see them beginning to move down together to set up for that A push. The Flush, if he gets a quick kill here, that could screw everything up for SK. And that might give the game away. He picks up an AK as well. This is massively troublesome for the Brazilians.
High ground advantage now for Fnatic, all 5 players in tow. However, the Scout's over towards the B bomb site, and that's may save the bacon of SK for the time being. The bomb has surely been spotted now by the CTs. Lecro making his way towards the short position with the Deagle. Still no kills for SK. Finally, there's one. 35 seconds, and it must be too late to rotate. They've got to go for this SK, but they're not too concerned with time. They're playing it as safely as possible, trying to flash off these positions. Lecro with the Deagle, trying to make his way into the life for the time being, and coldzera will take him down. 3 on 3. The Scout is in play. How can they plant the bomb? Almost everywhere is exposed. Crim's in a shadow position. 15 seconds now. Taco down. coldzera down. Fnatic.
Retake. So they're in pretty good stead if they do lose this bomb site, which they definitely will.
Molotovs are out for SK. 27 seconds remain, but coldzera is the first one to get picked off. Just keeping an eye on the gap in the smoke at the bottom. Phelps, is he going to make a play through towards the jungle position? Flusher is here, and there's a shot from Phelps, but the bomb still hasn't gone down. Finally, it's about to get planted in the smoke with 14 seconds remaining. And there it is, 4 versus 3 as Taco tries to reposition in the sandwich position. 1 player in shadow, and Phelps still trying to keep control of this area. Running past the angle, JW spots him now. So they know where 2 of the players, 3 players might be. Lecro in the window, 4 on 2 now. Ask SK, how much more can they get out of this?
It's really tough. Takes the duel. He's going to lose. It's up to Taco to try to do it. 2 quick kills, giving a slight chance, but shut down by the superior numbers of the Swedes as they now barrel in for the defuse of the bomb, and that's the round for them. And again, we can't really stress how important this round was. It's insane because SK's pace is not exactly as quick as you would potentially want, and this would be very surprising. I don't think they're ever going to be anticipating this, and it's starting to come to a head, the push. Oh, the Cole's looking for the back, but will he expect a second? That's the question.
Such intelligence from SK, it's absolutely ridiculous. They know the only place that's exposed is a ramp, and he's just standing there looking for somebody to flank. So they've got the information, SK, but what can they do to capitalize on this? Moving towards the A site, the bomb has to stay out of the scope. Taco gets spotted. 1 more team to make their way towards connector. That's coldzera taken down. The information isn't enough maybe for them to win the round. 2 versus 4, Phelps and Fur versus the might of Fnatic.
What a ridiculous situation. They had 0 players of the 4 on the A site. SK with a real chance here. Fur and Phelps indeed looking to try to clutch this for SK. So important this round. Oh no, Phelps goes down. It's up to Fur. Looking to make the push in. He may be able to get a couple here, but the bomb is being tapped, and JW says no!
Is this ELEAGUE or MLG? 180 scopes from JW.
Figuring out what's happening, but that means it's good because here comes SK. They know there's no time. They go straight in.
1 player in a sandwich position, that's Phelps, and he's got the bomb. Crim spots him, Crim takes him down. Crim does massive things from this position. Moving to the low ground now, keeping them guessing, but Fur will take his face off. 3 on 3, and Cold is still in he's basically going into the B bomb site, which means that SK have to plant for short, and he has to go through old versus pro strats. But they don't have the position to do this. Fnatic have pretty much every angle covered because Lecro's in connector. SK are playing it slow. Instead of planting for short, coldzera's securing the B bomb site, and they're going to go for the long rotation. Still walking in T-spawn because they don't know if somebody's top mid which would hear them. But surely they've got to start running soon. And Fnatic realize what may have happened, but how can they get into this B bomb site?
coldzera could just shut this down. He's in a position to just kill everyone. This would be so tough to just deposition him, to frag him. Great off angle. They must surely suspect it. When the B play comes in, they knew that they left that side open. They know that this is not safe, but will they check it? Will Cold find a good timing? Goes for the peak. There's number one. And now it's up to JW to try to make good of this. If he can get the kill, there's a real chance here, but he doesn't even want to test it. And you can't blame him, or perhaps maybe he will. He's actually coming back with a pistol. That's a mistake. Cold denies JW. And now Lekr0 tries to make his way in, but not even Lekr0 can force his way into the B-bomb site here. And to the mid window. Where's the response here now from Fnatic?
Grim's blind, but he'll stand his ground. No spray from him. Fer, got to be careful. Taking some damage now. Flusha hungry to do something around this smoke, but he's being waited for. coldzera showing he's one of the smartest men in this game. They've got to concede the position, Fnatic. Grim's around the smoke. Here's a great big drive. Can he get two? No, just the one. They've still got Golden in CT. He's fighting, but he can't do it. Taken down from Tetris, and now maybe the bomb can go down.
Maybe, but JW's in position. He does get smoked off, and maybe can find something through that smoke. Spraying desperately, but finds absolutely zero. And now the odds here for Fnatic get really bad. With JW so weak, he can't really take engagements, and the smoke is fresh. Looking to try to find something, maybe a boost, maybe anything. But there's nothing to be offered for JW just yet. He's very reliant on Lekr0 to make something happen from this position, but there's no real safe way for Lekr0 to get into a position.
It's such a risk for him to make a play through that crawl space. That crawl space has been occupied by the enemy in many rounds on both halves. But he's still starting to creep in now. But what is he going for? Is he going for, I don't know, he doesn't have a kit, so I don't know what the goal is here. Maybe just take some weapons away. What is the idea? Well, there's Fallen taken down. But he will die for the cause, so whatever they were going for, it looks hungry for a frag. Two players towards A very early on for the T side kind of tells you that they will be going to A eventually, whether the bomb's there or not. The slow creep, coldzera good for both frags. That is a massive 2K on the ramp. Serious problems for Fnatic. Flusha taken down as well. Phelps going nuclear. All of a sudden, Lekr0's alone. What has happened to this round?
It's gone, James. It has gone very quickly. Lekr0 looking to get some kills here, but his position is really difficult. He's got no health as well. The nade comes in to chip off just a tiny bit more, and he's left on 28. That's all he can really do now in this position to try to just save on to this AK-47, but he is being hunted. coldzera with the cross. And there he is, Cold. What an incredible allow this K to really abuse that utility advantage. And that's a big find from Fer. Crims goes down in connector. And now Fer, he is the king of connector perhaps, and he'll do with it as he will. And he decides to abandon it. That's K holding mid, waiting for a move.
Are Fnatic running out of steam? They must win this round. Golden towards CT on his own. Two players still around the crawl space to jungle, the CPL position for Fnatic, and SK just walking in without warning. Flusha is exposed. JW is making jump sounds, and this is going to be a problem. Flusha surely gets flanked by coldzera here in this position, and there it is. 2 plays left for Fnatic to stop SK making it to match point, but Golden's dispatched off immediately, and there goes Lekr0 as well. Match point. Desperate times, very desperate indeed. SK moving around. There goes Flusha on short. JW's there as well. Crim's taken down in connector. 3 Fnatic players remain. No answer to this aggression from SK. 3 players in the middle position. The bomb dropped. JW has the information. Can he get more than 1 frag? He must, or he has to escape. 1 of the 2. Golden taken down elsewhere. Nobody on A now. And SK can make their way in.
There it is. Fallen gets JW. Now it's just Lekr0 1 versus 4. He's done some incredible stuff so far, but only a FAMAS and 4 players to find. SK Gaming are in the semi-finals of the ELEAGUE Boston Major. What a fantastic display of resilience and individual and team performance from them.
That has got to be one of the most difficult recoveries I can remember seeing. They were in such horrible positions on the first map, on the second one, even the third. But absolutely ridiculous output from SK. The teamwork, the information, the players. Unbelievable stuff from the Brazilians.
It's going to be a very difficult loss to swallow for Fnatic, but they can leave the arena holding their heads high with a performance they can be absolutely proud of. It's really proof of concept for this team, a team that's been working so incredibly hard to grasp the glory, the former glory that they had at previous majors, and I don't think they'll be denied for too much longer.
You've got to feel like they had it on the overpass map, Fnatic, but it was not to be. Could have gone either way on Mirage as well, but